Sir, is it audible?
Yes, Rajita, it is audible. Now please tell us something about yourself.
Yes. Go ahead.
Sir, my name is Saiteja. I hail from a newly created NTR district in Andhra Pradesh. I have completed my schooling in my village. Thereafter, I got an opportunity to study in IIT. I completed my electrical engineering graduation from IIT Bhubaneswar. Thereafter, I got a wonderful opportunity to work with the Tata. So I worked in coal thermal power plant and also on waste to heat energy technology. Thereafter, I have prepared for. Thereafter, I have done my master's in political science through distance education. Where my hobbies include reading non-fiction books and also listening to audiobooks on various genres, ranging from cosmology, astronomy, various personal development books, and also on Indian movies.
Okay. What are the goals of your life?
Sir, my long-term goal is to be a valuable member of our society and a good citizen. That is a long-term goal, sir, and long-term vision. And the goal at present right now is to become part of EPFO, sir. EPFO. I think that by achieving the short-term goal, I would be able to reach my long-term goal.
Please breaking. Please repeat.
Sir, my long-term goal is to be a valuable and contributing member of our society and of our country, sir. And in order to achieve that long-term goal, I have chosen a path to become a public servant, and being a AOEO is my short-term goal. Professional.
Okay. Mujib sir, please continue.
Yes, Saiteja, since you just said like your long-term goal is to bring some values to the society. So what values you are having? What are your core values, and what values you are planning to bring to the society or to the organization or to the EPFO?
Sir, my core values include the first one is, sir, integrity, sir, and I would like to bring integrity into the organization as well as society as well. Secondly, sir, empathy, and third is, sir, dedication to any goal, any work that I am assigned to. These are the three core values that I would like to bring into the EPFO as an organization and also to the larger society, sir.
All right, and please tell us something about your bachelor's degree or the graduation part. You have done BTech, if I'm not wrong, right? And then you pursued MA. So how come this big transformation from a technical degree to the art degree?
Sir, joining in BTech was the decision that I have taken at a very early point of my life, sir. It was one of the aspirations in the community which I grew up that one needs to become an IITian and achieve something great in my life. So at that time I was not having full maturity, and I succeeded in getting that goal. However, sir, after going into IIT, meeting a lot of people from various parts of the country, started reading books, I realized that my goal and my passion lies in serving the society as a public servant, sir. Because of which I started preparing for civil services examination. During the course, I developed deep interest in political science. Therefore, I have completed my distance education degree in political science.
Okay.
So what are you doing from 2016 to till date?
Sir, from the 2016 second half onwards, I was preparing for civil service exams, sir. So meanwhile, I completed distance education, and recently onwards, I was working as a gig worker in freelance work in Vision IS, sir. It's a civil services coaching institute.
From when?
Sir, in Vision IS since last 3 months, sir. Earlier, I worked with a different institute studying question paper. Kind of.
Only last 3 months. Only last 3 months. But I am asking about August 2016 to previous 3 months. What was you doing so long time?
Sir, I was involved in preparing for civil service exams, sir, and also I completed my distance education.
Were you only preparing? You were only preparing.
Sir, I was preparing only for civil service exam, sir, and also my state PSC Group 1 exam.
How many attempts you have made during this time?
Sir, I have made from 16 onwards. I was continuously making attempts. Not this year is not included. I have written 3 mains in civil services and 2 mains in my state PSC.
You have written 3 mains in civil services and
2 mains in my state PSC, sir, Group 1.
okay. So, what are the shortcomings you define of yourself that why you cannot crack these examinations?
Sir, from my understanding, sir, I think I was lacking in answer writing ability, and also I was lacking in trying to make sense of like trying to observe huge amount of information which one needs to gather and learn in course of civil services examination. So these 2 I was lacking, sir, and I worked on it. I was reading various books, various personal development books, which includes how to scientific, what are scientific techniques of study, what are the effective ways of study. So I read few books on it, sir, and I was improving on that aspect. Sir.
You are working on these aspects.
So please,
So, will
yeah, I was asking, you mentioned 2 different things which you were lacking of. So please give me 2 different names for those whole sentence that you described. Give me one word for the 2 different lacking you were having.
Lack of clear understanding about learning, how to learn, how to scientifically learn things.
And second?
Second is the answer writing, lack of answer writing. I was lacking the ability to write good responses in a short amount of time.
Okay.
Sudhanshu sir, Indra sir,
Okay, Mr. K.S. Teja, tell us something about Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti Mission.
Sir, PM Gati Shakti mission was primarily intended to ensure that logistics of our entire nation is taken care of. Under the Gati Shakti mission, Government of India is aiming at creating a ecosystem whereby all the infrastructure related projects are brought into a platform, and interministerial coordination and all these things happen, and so that projects can be quickly executed, and we realize our goal of developing infrastructure in a quick way.
What is the specific target?
Sir, I am not aware of the specific target.
Means to develop the infrastructure, the amount of money allocated.
Sir, I think one amount it was keeping on revising. Sir, the last time I remember was 1 or 2 lakh crore amount of money is invested in this project.
100 lakh crore.
Yes.
Announced by PM Modi.
Yes.
Can you tell me something about Amrit Mahotsav? It is also related to PM Gati Shakti mission.
Sir, I am aware of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, sir, but
Yes.
I am not. So, since we are in the 75th year of our independence, Government of India is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and various ministries are using this as a platform to quicken the pace of measures that they are taking, and so that the citizens of the country will get better services. So different ministries under this program are doing different initiatives.
Okay, good. Over to you, Sumit sir.
Indra sir.
Am I audible?
You are.
Yes sir. Yes.
Mr. Saiteja, you have done MA in political science, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me your favorite thinker who impressed you the most?
Sir, John Rawls.
Any specific reasons?
Sir, John Rawls has, with his theory of justice, he was able to bring back the concept of justice, which is central to political science, into the picture. And he was able to bring back the issues of various marginalized sections which was neglected, such as the black people who were fighting for their civil rights, the LGBT community, the environment rights. So all these various issues which are emerging in 70s and 80s, with his theory, he tried to integrate and bring back to the central idea of politics.
And how is it different from Amartya Sen's sense of justice?
Sir, Amartya Sen's idea of justice is inspired by John Rawls, but he disagrees with John Rawls in many respects. Sir. One respect is Amartya Sen criticizes that Rawls is trying to figure out a perfect idea of justice, that under people under the wheel of ignorance will be able to figure out the principles of justice, abstract principles of justice. So Amartya Sen disagrees, saying that we need not know the abstract principles of justice. Following the Indian tradition of Buddha, he says what we should instead focus on is minimizing the suffering, minimizing the injustices and suffering that are happening around us. So Amartya Sen says that we should focus on the real life problems and try to solve them rather than thinking about what is the perfect idea of justice and trying to attain them.
Okay, you have mentioned right now that you worked as a gig worker.
Yes.
Recently, Niti Aayog suggested some reforms regarding gig workers.
Yes.
Are you aware of it?
Yes.
What are the reforms suggested by Niti Aayog?
Sir, for the first time, Niti Aayog has conducted a study on the status of gig and platform workers. Sir. So the report mentions certain statistics. For example, it says that approximately 77 lakh people are presently working in gig work, and it is only set to increase by 2030 and later. And given this is the case and they lack the social security, Niti Aayog has suggested that we should immediately bring the code on social security into operation and provide various social security schemes to gig and platform workers. And it suggested some models, like for example in UK they were providing. So it suggested some suggestions, sir.
Okay, one last question. What should be the India's practical position on Russia-Ukraine war?
Sir, I believe the present position which India has taken is the right position, sir, because it is trying to balance both our commitment towards justice and peaceful world, and also the practical realities and the realist politics. So India is on the one hand saying that we should immediately end the war and there should be peaceful diplomatic settlement of the issue, and that is the only way peace will come. At the same time, India is not going on a path of too much idealism and opposing Russia, because our national interests dictate that we benefit a lot from Russia, because we are too much dependent on defense imports, and also we are getting cheap oil from Russia. So India is trying to balance both these conflicting positions.
Okay, over to you, Sumit sir.
Mr. Teja, tell us something about dedicated freight corridors. How it will be beneficial for our country?
Sir, dedicated freight corridors are primarily intended to ensure that we are able to have an infrastructure which is to ensure the speedy delivery of the freight. And sir, because freight is very key for the economy as a whole, and therefore government is focusing on dedicated freight corridor. Various high-speed railway networks, roads, they are being created so that the logistics will become easy and the logistic amount of time will decrease, and our export imports will quicken the pace, and it will reflect in our economy.
Have you heard about the purchase deal of BrahMos? Philippines have recently purchased, give an order for purchase of BrahMos from India.
Sir, I am not aware of this particular thing, sir, but I am aware that Indian government is trying to export our developed BrahMos. I am not aware.
There is a deal of $375 million deal with India for purchase of BrahMos. Okay, have you heard about a mission for evacuation of Indians from Afghanistan?
Sir, when the Taliban took over, I think at that time India has conducted this mission to ensure the safety of Indians present at in that location. Because we also emptied our embassy given the grave security concerns.
Okay. The name of the mission, can you tell?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay, no problem. It's a mission Devi Shakti. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Over to you, Sumit sir.
Mudit sir, please continue.
Saiteja, since you mentioned, like, because of some book reading, you moved from, the technical background and you want to serve the country. So please name the books. What are the books which you read recently?
Sir, I have read books on genres like astronomy and all these things, sir. But the reason why I moved out from from technical background towards civil services is general reading, sir. For example, I was reading Gandhiji's book, Hindu Swaraj. I was reading about M.N. Roy's book, Radical Humanism. So all these books at that time when I read during my college days, they have developed a curious interest in me in social sciences. And at that time I was also reading about the S.R. Sankaran sir. He is an IAS officer from Andhra Pradesh, and he has done a lot for bonded labour and other various issues. So I thought that I should be somebody like him who is trying to help the vulnerable sections of the people. So that was the primary reason.
All right. And please let us know in brief, like how your technical background or technical degree will help in serving this particular position.
But as such, there is no direct relation because it is a social security organization and the public service. However, sir, I think there are certain skills which can be utilized very well in the EPFO as BIHAR course. Some of them include, for example, general engineering skills, like one's ability to understand the problem at stake in a rational way and try to come up with a solution. So specifically with regard to electrical, I can be, since I am from electrical background, I can be sensitive enough and ensure that under various schemes of the government of India, each ministries and departments have to ensure that they follow the schemes. For example, one scheme ensures that various government departments should use certain number of electric vehicles in their day-to-day use, and also the solar panels in their buildings, efficient lighting and other systems. So since I am from that background, I can be sensitive and I can ensure that these things are happening.
All right. Gentlemen, please, my next question was, how important is money to you?
Sir, money is important, sir.
Please speak a bit louder. Yeah.
Sir, I am audible now?
Yeah.
Sir, money is important to the extent that one needs to fulfill their basic livelihood and like to do anything in our society will require money for eating, living, education and other opportunities. So to that extent, money is important, sir, in a moderate way. But I believe in my life, more than money, there are other things which are of greater significance.
Like?
Such as accomplishments that I think I need to accomplish certain good things for my personal satisfaction as well as for the contribution of the society.
Okay. So I'm just giving you a situation. For example, your money needs are fulfilled completely. There is no more requirement of money. Then what will you do?
So then I will be working. He will remain simple because what I am doing right now is I am pursuing my interest. And even if money does not matter, I will do the same. I will pursue my interest in career, EPFO or EPFO and other goals which I am having in my mind. So I don't think it changes anything, sir, because I am living a life which ensures, which is based on the assumption that money does not matter that much.
Post retirement? Post 60?
Sir, you said that basic requirements are fulfilled.
Post retirement, I'm asking. Post this particular job.
Sir, I have interest in cosmology and astronomy. Sir, I would like to use my knowledge and help generate interest on in science among children. Sir, I will be doing that based on the knowledge that I have read to various.
Okay, over to you, Mr. Smith.
Saiteja, to conclude, answer my question. Tell me all you know about EPFO. What is this organization? How it works? Which are the basic principles? Its working style? Tell me everything.
Sir, EPFO is one of the largest social security organizations in our country. Sir, it has its origins in 1951 through an ordinance, and in 1952 through EPFO Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act. It came into full existence on 1st November. Sir, primarily it deals with three under EPF Act, EPF and FP Act 1952. Three schemes are framed: social security schemes. They include the Provident Fund scheme of 1952, the EDLI scheme of 1976, Deposit Living Insurance, and then Employee Pension Scheme of 1995. So EPFO primarily ensures that these three schemes are run in a successful way, and the various vulnerable working people who are the main beneficiaries of this scheme, they have their old age retirement and other social security benefits being fulfilled. So the way EPFO works is the organization itself is primarily led by Central Board of Trustees, which is a democratic tripartite structure comprising the representatives from Government of India, state government, as well as the employers and employee representatives. And they are the primary or the hierarchy which decides on the day-to-day issues and other policy-related issues. And sir, EPFO, the way they operate is they collect the contributions from the workers, primarily the private sector workers who contribute, and also who contribution from the employers. Both these funds are invested in a particular investment criteria into 5 baskets. At present, they are government securities and other related securities. Secondly, other debt securities. Thirdly, short-term debt securities. Fourth, equity securities. And then lastly, asset-backed securities. Into these 5 investment portfolios, EPFO invests the money and it generates the interest. And based on this generation of interest, they give interest for the provident fund. And also, there is no contribution from the workers into EDLI. When in any unfortunate situation, the worker dies, he will get insurance amount up to 7 lakhs. And when he retires at the age of retirement, he will get the pension. This is primarily the 3 schemes which we get.
Okay. It comes under which ministry?
Yes, sir. Sir, it comes under Ministry of Labour and Employment. It is an autonomous organization.
Which code? New labor code?
Sir, under Code on Social Security, EPFO is given the status of Social Security Organization. And the Act of EPF and MP Act 1952 is subsumed under Code on Social Security.
Okay. Overtime comes under which act?
The overtime comes under the Code on Wages, sir, because overtime is related to overtime wages, and the Code on Wages talks about what is the overtime wages.
No, I'm asking previous acts. In previous acts, it comes under G.
Sir, I think I'm not sure, sir, but I think it is Code on Wages. I mean, sorry, Payment of Wages Act 1930.
Okay. Any modifications have been made? Are you aware of that in new labor codes regarding minimum qualifying period for gratuity?
Under Code on Social Security, there are some changes with regard to gratuity, sir. Sir, normal employees, it is at present 5 years only, that remains the same. However, for working journalists, it is 3 years, and for the fixed term employees, it is said like on pro rata basis. Qualifying is minimum 1 year they should have worked.
Okay. The new normal work from home, is it recognized under new labor code?
Sir, it is recognized under new labor code, sir. Work from home is especially recommended for women also under the Code on Social Security maternity benefit.
Okay. Thank you, Saiteja,
Thank
for
you.
your interest. This is all from us, and I would like to call upon Mudit sir for the feedback.
All right. Thank you, Saiteja. It was wonderful session. We understood some little bit things about you, and we would, if we are having some more queries, we will plan to have one more round with you.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
All right then. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sudhanshu sir.
Mr. Saiteja, you have performed very well.
Thanks.
In the field of current affairs, I recently asked you questions from the current, so you have good knowledge. Please, before the interview, prepare the national as well as international news very well.
Okay.
At least of last 1 year.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Mudit sir, let Indra come in. Indra sir come in. Is he there?
Yeah, he is connecting.
Okay. Is he connected?
Yeah.
Indra sir, please give feedback.
Please unmute yourself.
Please unmute yourself.
Mr. Saiteja, am I audible?
Sir, you are audible.
You are a very good candidate, but one problem is there.
Yes.
You have said that after reading books you switch to MA, but this is not a practical answer, because in my opinion, why you have done MA is because you have optional subject of political science in your civil services. Am I right?
Sir, you are right, sir. But like both is I also fascinated by the subject and also civil services. Both are very good. I wanted to downplay the civil services after that.
Yeah, but you have to tell this clearly to the board,
Okay.
because they are very experienced person and you cannot manipulate them.
So I will tell both the reasons, sir, that I'm interested and also it was my civil services option. I was worried
Yeah.
whenever I'm mentioning civil services, people are asking too many questions on that only. So I'm worried that 5-6 questions is unnecessarily going in that direction.
No, that is not your weakness. That is your strength. You have write 2 or 3 mains. That is your strength.
So I can mention this. This is very.
Okay, Saiteja, are you comfortable in Hindi? Saiteja, are you comfortable in Hindi? May I give my feedback in Hindi? Okay, you don't understand. I was saying that समझ तो आती है आपको?
हाँ सर, बोले करने पढ़ाई किया तो समझ
हाँ हाँ, तो आप जैसा इंदिरा सर ने बहुत सही बोला कि थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच आपको रखनी है, क्योंकि जो यूपीएससी के जो सारे वो सेलेक्टेड हैं और बहुत पुराने आईएएस आईपीएस वो लोग हैं, तो आपको प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच रखनी है. जैसे इंदिरा सर खुद उस लीग में है, तो उन्होंने तुरंत आपको पकड़ लिया कि आपने प्रैक्टिकल आंसर नहीं दिया. ठीक है, तो ये तो जस्ट एस्पिरेंट हैं, वो लोग सेलेक्टेड हैं और इतने सालों से हैं, तो आपको प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच रखनी है. ठीक है, आपको लिटिल बिट भी इधर उधर नहीं जाना है. ठीक है, और जो बुक्स की आपने बात की, आपने इतना बड़ा बड़ा मेंशन किया हुआ है आपके डीएएफ में, उसको आप ध्यान से पढ़ो. बुक्स आपने इतनी मेंशन की हुई है कि आपने कॉस्मेटोलॉजी, ह्यूमनिज्म, सोशल डेवलपमेंट, इतनी सारे आपने टॉपिक दिए हुए हैं. ठीक है, और मुझे तो आई वाज सेइंग कि आपने बुक्स में इतना बड़ा बड़ा लिखा हुआ है. एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
बुक्स के लिए आपने इतने बड़े बड़े टॉपिक लिखे हुए हैं, ह्यूमनिज्म, सोशल डेवलपमेंट, कॉस्मेटोलॉजी, और जब आपसे बुक का नाम पूछ रहे हैं तो आप वहां पे ब्लैंक हो जा रहे हो. तो ये बहुत बड़ा पॉइंट है, ये आपके इंटरव्यू में अराइज होना ही होना है. इट विल श्योरली अराइज and they will surely ask questions about it and in many depth from us people. हम लोग जितना आपसे नहीं पूछेंगे उससे बहुत ज्यादा डेप्थ में ये चीज आपसे पूछी जाएगी 100%. तो आपका जो DAF है उसको तो आपको बहुत अच्छी तरीके से प्रिपेयर करना है. आप अभी रेडी?
Actually, sir,
Yes.
Sir, small clarification. Sir, actually, sir was asking question about referring to my earlier point where I said I was preparing for civil services. In college time, I read some books and that was the reason I transitioned. So I was thinking about books which I read at that time, sir. However, in the DAP, I mentioned the different kind of books like taxonomy, normal self-personal development books and non-human. That was not the inspiration for this, but this is the genre of books which I started reading in last 2-3 years. So
you have to tell
what exactly.
Okay, but you have to tell the names. When you are mentioning so much about the books, it is your hobby. Then UPSC people think, which is your hobby, you know about it everything. It is the mindset. Okay. That which is your hobby, you know everything about it. This is basic mindset of them. Okay. So you are prepared with basic questions. अभी आप prepared हैं लेकिन basic questions के साथ अगर थोड़ा भी लीग से हटके जैसे EPFO आपने पूरी वेबसाइट उसकी बता दी, ठीक है, आपने पूरा उसका तरीका बता दिया, आपने सोशल स्कीम्स बता दी, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन बता दिए, अपने बारे में बता दिया, आपने बहुत अच्छा प्रिपेयर किया अपने आप से, जो भी आपने या जहां से भी किया है बहुत अच्छा आपने किया है, बेसिक लेवल प्रिपरेशन आपकी अच्छी है. लेकिन अगर थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर वो लोग जाते हैं तो आप वहां पे ब्लैंक हो रहे हो. जैसे मैंने आपसे थोड़ा सा प्रेशर आपको किया कि व्हाट वर यू डूइंग फ्रॉम लास्ट 5 years, सो यू हैव नो आंसर. आप थोड़ा सा जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं, देखिए सच या झूठ, फॉल्स और ट्रू, ये वहां पे फाइट नहीं है. फाइट ये है कि प्रैक्टिकल हो या नहीं. आपको जैसे आपने विजन IAS के लिए बोला कि मैं अटैच्ड हूं उससे, तो आप और कोचिंग्स का नाम दीजिए, वो फॉल्स हो सकता है, लेकिन आपको अपने आप को ब्लैंक नहीं दिखाना, खाली नहीं दिखाना, जॉबलेस नहीं दिखाना. आप कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे थे. ओके, यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
So be in business every time. This is important.
Yes, sir,
You were doing something. You were doing something. You were doing something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but they won't back check. They don't have enough time to back check every single person. Okay. They will see your confidence, and if it is there, they will believe you. And you have many things, as Indra sir mentioned. You have written mains in civil services. You have written mains in your state civil services. So don't be shy or afraid. You are very well connected and in the line to be selected. Okay. So be prepared, be with full confidence and attack. Don't defend.
Okay.
Just be confident and in attacking mode, in a aggressive mood. एनर्जी चाहते हैं वो आपसे लोग. वो लोग काफी पुराने, काफी पहले के IPS IAS हैं. आप यंग जनरेशन हो, यंग ब्लड हो, 92 के हो आप, ठीक है, अभी 30 भी नहीं हुआ है आपका. दे आर डबल फ्रॉम योर एज एंड एक्सपीरियंस. सो डोंट ट्राई टू मैनिपुलेट देम, जस्ट ट्राई टू शो योर एनर्जी दैट इफ यू विल बी इन EPFO, you will do something which will be in benefit for everyone. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it was very good. You are well prepared for basic questions. Just be in touch with random questions also.
Okay.
And if you like, if you ask, we will arrange it again. Okay?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I would like, tomorrow I'm going to Delhi, sir. So
Okay.
when next time when you are free to tell the date, I can.
Okay, we will coordinate on Telegram. Okay, and that girl अनुश्री, आप बोल देना उससे मुझे मैसेज करने के लिए. कल के कब है उनका कब है 28
28th July, sir.
Okay. We will arrange on previous weekend. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for all of your time.
Thank you.